Just take. Hello, 2 seconds. If you want. Yeah, sure. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Vingegaard. Thank you again for honoring our Belgian Student Association to have to discuss with you by giving some of your time. I know it's time is short, so I hope this exchange will be as pleasant as you for us. Yeah, since time is short, let's start directly. So, how are you doing in the after the season, in the off season, especially? How is the body? How is the mind?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. I had some time to relax, just be at home, or actually we also went on vacation and just really get into a low gear, if you can say that. So just to relax, just do almost nothing and recharge the batteries a bit. And now I'm at home in Denmark and started training again, and I'm feeling ready for next year.
What has changed in your life, especially this summer?
Yeah, of course, something has changed. In Denmark, I live in a really small city, so only like 1,000 citizens. So here we pretty much know each other, everyone. So that's like normal, I would say. It's more when I'm moving outside of my hometown, then of course I'm getting more known. Like people know me a bit more. And ask me a bit of maybe an autograph or a photo. So yeah, of course that has changed a bit, and yeah, that's a bit the same in outside of Denmark. Actually, I was in Spain and for training, and there also, yeah, I think it's a bit of a cycling country. So they were also cheering for me and taking photos. So yeah.
What what's your day life like in the off season, especially?
What's my day like? Nothing crazy actually. It's just like just relaxing a bit actually. Like not doing much. Being together with my family for once. We have so many days abroad, so it's also nice for us to be at home for once. Um, to just how do you say it? To just be with the family, relax. Just see some friends, see some family. Like in general, just I wouldn't say that enjoy life, because I also enjoy life always, but like just relaxing and maybe doing some of the stuff that I normally can't do.
Seems at least for us, like the 2 seasons you have been on the rise in a cyclist aspect. Do you have some ritual that you've been established?
Oh, do I have any rituals? I don't think so actually. Like maybe one thing, I always drink one coffee in the bus before start. That's maybe the only thing, like a ritual for me. Like at a certain point, I just always drink a cup of coffee, and not that I'm like thinking, oh, I need to drink a cup of coffee, but it's just more like something I enjoy, and then it's like kind of a ritual actually. But other than that, not really. It's not like I'm taking the left sock before the right, or something like that. It's for me that doesn't really matter actually.
Mm, Getting more focused about your team, like how do you explain the development and the success of the team as a whole? Could you tell
Oh,
us a bit more about the importance of the team and your work preparation,
yeah,
either during a classic or a grand tour?
yeah. For sure, the team has developed a lot within the last I don't know, 6 years. I think it even started before I was a part of the team. So I think they did a really good job in developing the team. And for in the season, we yeah, of course we have different goals. And it's different, the preparation for each race. For the classics, we go on altitude camp in February. And then we do some races before, because then you are kind of ready for, how do you say it, for these races. But if you also compare the classics to the Tour de France, it's also different racing, so you also have to do different training as well. So for the Tour de France, you need more endurance, if you can say that. Of course, you also need endurance in the classics, but like there you need to be more explosive. You need to do accelerations all the time. So yeah, you have to change something in the way you train as well.
What details are often being ignored by your general public in the different strategy that you put in place during a race?
Yeah, I mean, of course, tactics are of course important. Racing training is important. I mean, I think it starts at training. I mean, you have to prepare as good as possible for each race. So I mean, that's also what I think we do really well in Jumbo-Visma. We look at the race and we say, okay, what do we need for this race? How do we want to prepare, and what is the best preparation for this? And then, of course, in the races, you need a really strong team, a really strong leader, and then you have to try to just do your best every time.
Can you spot like difference, like for example, the stage that you won in the last Tour de France? Like, are there like specifics in the strategy that were like impactful?
Yeah, I mean, that day we made the tactics to try to beat Tadej Pogacar, and then we wanted to try to attack him early on to get him to use some energy before the last climb, and that was basically what we were thinking. So the more we could get him to spend, the better it would be for us. So that was basically what we were thinking.
It's a fun boy question, but whatever. Like, do you take time to realize the incredible like 2 seasons that you put up, like on a professional and personal like level?
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's actually hard because like it's hard for me to understand that I actually won the Tour de France, I would say. Like, I don't know, I'm just thinking, when I think about the Tour de France, it's like the biggest race in the world. It's only the biggest guys in the world who wins it. And then like I'm like, I don't know, it's just um hard for me thinking, yeah, okay, but I'm actually the one who won it this year. So like, yeah, I don't know. It's really hard for me to believe actually.
Whether it's on a tour stage or race or a classic, could you describe like what's feel like to finish first or on the podium of a race?
Oh, I mean, of course, it feels so great to win a race. I mean, also depending on your goals, also to be on the podium. I mean, last year I was second in the tour, and that really for me felt like a victory almost. So yeah, that was also really incredible for me. But then now, of course, it's also different to win the Tour de France. So yeah, it's just amazing to actually to win it. I mean, I've always, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't say I dreamed of winning the tour, because I think I only dreamed of taking part of it. So yeah, I am I'm it's just amazing for me to be able to win this race.
Could you describe like the feeling that the team got, because you weren't the only one that, because World Runner also won, like the impact of like bringing like some W home for your team, like what is feel like around you?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we are there with a big group, so of course it's really nice that yeah, I mean everyone is a part of it, and yeah, we win together. So it's really it's really nice that to share it with them, and they put a lot of effort in it. So of course it's also super nice that yeah, to be able to win, and I think Wout would say the same, that everyone is working for us, and then it's super nice that we can finish it off, and yeah, just make them happy and proud, of course.
Denmark is like a great breeding ground for cyclists. Like you have Rasmussen, Verklang. Uh, you personally, in which environment did you grow up, and at what time did you fall in love with the sport and even deciding like to do competition?
Oh, I grew up on like the west side of Denmark, northwest. So on the countryside ish, like still like also in a small city, but still in like a small environment. Yeah, small city and like a small school. So yeah, and then I remember back in 2007 or 8, um, the Tour of Denmark came to my hometown, and my dad took me to the start of this race, and there were a home trainer with the bike on, and then I tried it, and yeah, and they said I was really good, so then I started riding my bike, and the year after I started racing, actually.
We see a great gap between like competing in the junior category and in the professional. What was for you personally the biggest difference that you saw when you turn like doing your transition into a turning pro?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's like a really big gap between being a junior or under 23 till being professional. Of course, the level is a lot higher. So, but for me, I think, but I think that's yeah, at least for me, I was surprised how how everything was. Like I didn't know anything about training. I didn't know anything about nutrition and anything. So like to see this and actually to have get to know like okay, yeah, you need to eat this and you need to train this, then yeah, that was like a really big step for me at least.
As a mental aspect play a huge role during a race, especially like later in the competition during the big tour. What do you think separate like the big winner, like the legends, like the race winner from the rest of the pack, let's say?
Oh, that's actually hard to say. I mean, what makes the best ones the best? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, it's actually hard to say. I don't really know because, yeah, it could be something with training, could be nutrition, could be, I don't know, the talent, the engine you were born with. I don't know how, like, um, something like this maybe. I think a bit of everything actually. I mean, yeah.
What were your idols during your young age?
Actually, my one of my idols was Alberto Contador. Like, I liked the way he was riding. He was a big inspiration for me. Like, he was always aggressive. He was always attacking, long range attack. And I really liked this. Actually, it was a pleasure to see. So yeah.
What cycling moment have marked you the most, like during your young age, like watching cycling?
Oh, what I remember the best. I don't know actually. I remember I was watching when Michael Rasmussen won on Obisque, and he secured the yellow jersey, but then yeah, a few days later he got kicked out. Well, and then I think what really is in my mind, like the also with Contador, the way he was. Yeah, like I remember when he had a bad crash in the Tour, I think, and then he did the Vuelta a España, and he I think that was the year when where he did like a long range attack or something, and in the end he won it, and that's something that's yeah that I remember.
Being Belgian, we have to ask you about Eddie Merckx. So, as a professional, what does he represent? And especially maybe like in Denmark, what kind of image does he have?
Oh, I mean, he's the biggest cyclist that has ever been. I mean, he's a legend within cycling. So yeah, I mean, of course, he had a really big impact on cycling. I mean, he could win everything, and he's yeah, in my opinion, the greatest cyclist that has ever been. So um, yeah, I mean, he's just a big idol also for everyone, I think. But the image in Denmark, I'm not sure actually how it is. I mean, yeah, that one is hard for me to answer.
How is Wout van Aert doing?
Yeah, Wout is a really great guy. I have a lot of respect, and I would say that he's also one of my good friends. I'm happy every time that Wout wins, and yeah, I mean he's just such a great bike rider. I mean he's yeah, you all saw what he did in the Tour de France this year, so that was really incredible, and yeah, being so good on the flat but also in the mountains is just yeah crazy actually.
When you arrive at the finish line and what
Yes,
like congratulate you, like
yeah,
what's happened?
yeah. I mean, I think we put so much effort in it. We have yeah we spend so much time together. We yeah, how to say it, we are friends, so we are really happy for each other, and yeah, I think for him it was also like not only this year but many years of work that finally we were able to win the Tour de France, and yeah, of course I think yeah that he was happy for me, and also that he was happy that he won the stage, and I think just everything was perfect at that moment actually. So yeah.
So now our student like we ask his question.
Yes, thank you, Jonas, for accepting the invitation. After the Tour de France, we saw that you took a very long break. How did you find the motivation to still train hard after achieving winning the Tour de France, which is probably the biggest thing you can do as a cyclist?
Yeah, I mean it's true. Yeah, as you say, Tour de France is the biggest you can win, but I mean for me it also gives me more motivation that I'm winning. Like I'm winning the Tour de France, but then I also want to win even more. So yeah, I mean, um, at first I took a break, and then I started to build up towards Lombardy, and at least I wanted to try. I mean, I didn't want my season to finish uh, after the Tour de France in July. So I was also yeah getting motivation that to try to win Lombardy, because it's also a really big race that I'd love to win in the future.
This year, we saw that Tadej came to the Belgian cobbles, and
Yeah.
I'm interested to know if you one day you would love to race Tour of Flanders or.
I think probably not. I think um, I think it suits Tadej Pogacar a bit more than it suits me. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that I'm a couples specialist. yeah, I just don't think that it really suits me. So I don't. I mean, never say never, of course, but as it looks now, I would say don't count on it.
Okay. And I also read that when you were a child, you were playing handball, which is a national sport in Denmark, I think, and also football. How good were you at these sports, and why and how did you choose cycling in the end?
Um, yeah, I mean, I wasn't super good at these sports. I was born in December, so I was always the smallest one in school. So then also on the football team and handball team, I was kind of the small guy. And I think in these sports, it's more physical. You need to be a bit big and you need to be strong. Um, so I mean, I think like technically with the football, not too bad, but like just physically, I was just not big and strong enough to compete with these guys, I think. And that's yeah. Then I was playing, and then yeah, like I said before, the tour of Denmark came to my hometown, and then I was out there, and then yeah, I started cycling.
Since like World Cup is coming like around, who are you rooting for? Do you think that Denmark will find the competition? Like, what is your view about the French team? Because like as Belgium, we have like all problems with them. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think Denmark can do good as well. So of course I'm cheering for Denmark. But I think yeah, both France and but also Belgium is they are having a really strong team also at the moment. So I mean it will be interesting to watch yeah the games and see how they are doing. I mean for me it's I don't really have a favorite between the French team and the Belgian team. I mean I'm supporting Denmark, so of course I hope they will win. But yeah, I guess we'll see.
do you have time to catch on like other person that you have like doing competition, or do you try to stay focused on the race?
Oh, I mean, for me, I always try to stay focused on the race. Yeah, I mean, if you're not focused, then it can be that you are crashing or something. So I'd prefer, yeah, to be more focused and concentrated, and then um, yeah, something like this.
What were the most impactful words that you heard from anyone?
Oh, the most impactful word. Oh, I don't know. Actually, I haven't thought about that one. I mean, of course, you hear a lot of impactful, but I don't think I heard something that I can really just recall or one thing that stands out. I think like everyone within the team is yeah is like that. It's really big, and of course, it's the biggest thing that you can win in cycling. But I think maybe one thing that stands out was when I met the Crown Prince of Denmark. So um, yeah, I mean, not anything in particular he said, but more like the meeting with him was. Then you know, okay, this is actually really big. That if I win this and then the Crown Prince is here, then I know that it's big that I won the tour.
Yeah, being big in Denmark, like we have saw video of you like I want like in a car, like with everyone cheering for you, like giving back to your country and like to people. Is it something really important to you?
Yeah, I mean, they cheer on me, they stand behind me all the way, so of course it's also important for me to give them something back, of course. I mean I can't do for everyone, of course. I mean there yeah that would be uh yeah then I would still be out there, I guess. but I mean, it's just so nice that everyone is out there and everyone is watching, cheering on me, and of course I also want to do something for them back.
Last thing for us, and again, like thank you for allowing us to interview you. It's been a special moment. I hope you like our question.
Sure.
Okay, would you like have piece of advice for young people, students, people that are struggling with a project or actually doing great about their project, but still like struggling about like figuring out?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I was like when I was younger, I was also never the best in anything. I was not really good at cycling. Actually, I was not the best or anywhere near the best. But for me, I always just kept fighting, and I always believed in myself, or at least that. Yeah, just keep on trying and keep on going with what you like. And then everything will be okay. I mean, for me, yeah, as I said, I was never the best any time, but then I just kept fighting, and yeah, now I won the Tour de France, so yeah, everything how to say it, everything can happen.
Thank you for your time. It's been a
Thanks a
pleasure.
lot.
Like we wish you the best. I don't know what can we wish you other than that, especially that the best. Yeah, maybe like your daughter, like will be a great one too. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's it.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Have a nice day. Have a great
Yes.
season and off season.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. It was very nice to talk with you. You were very, very nice.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. See you.
Au revoir. Bye bye.